Welcome to the No More Mondays podcast, the show that inspires confident professionals by interviewing people who actually enjoy what they do for work. I'm your host, Angie Callan, and I welcome you to join me each week as I chat with founders, entrepreneurs, and employees who have figured out that special sauce, the magic, the mystery to having no more Mondays. Hello, listeners, and welcome to this episode of the No More Mondays podcast. We're super excited you decided to join us for this episode entitled Start Where You Are. Translation: the first step to fixing the problem is admitting you have one. In this case, it's not liking Mondays. Today, we're chatting with my friend Michaela Smith, who you can thank for that awesome episode title. Michaela is one of my people. She's a fellow entrepreneur, and we are totally on this journey together, keeping each other accountable, translation sane, while we continue to ride the roller coaster that is startups and business ownership. Michaela grew up in an entrepreneurial home influenced by her business coach dad, and now she's charting her own path as the founder of Karma Koaches, a networking and referral community for life and business coaches, of which I do have the pleasure of being a member. And she's also working on a new project, the launch of her own individual coaching program, the Meditation Nut. Note, Michaela is a killer networker and expert connector. You can certainly learn a thing or two from her about leveraging your potential contacts for good. So I highly encourage you to go seek her out on LinkedIn via the information we'll give you at the end of the podcast. There's a teaser to tune in till the end. In a pairing where I'm the logical and practical one, Michaela brings the woo-woo to this odd couple. She's the yin to my yang, and I am very excited to welcome my friend, Michaela Smith. Welcome to the show, Michaela.
Thank you. Yay!
Woo-hoo! So let's start off by I'm going to have you tell our listeners a little bit about you and your woo-woo and just how you got where you're at today.
I think you're probably the only person that I know in my life that would qualify me as woo-woo.
I don't know how that's possible. Is that just because I'm completely the other end of the spectrum? I don't know.
I think so, because most people in my life are like, Michaela, you're very business-oriented all the time. Can you relax a little bit? And I'm like, okay, I'll try. Okay,
and let's clarify what I mean with woo-woo, because I completely agree with you. You and I often have very similar perspectives on kind of business and entrepreneurship and coaching even. I think I tend to take, let's call it the pragmatic, I used to be an engineer side, and I think you take kind of more the heart, emotional centered side.
There we go. Okay, yeah. I like that distinction.
Okay, cool. That's better than woo-woo. So I have to take all of the woo-woo out of this entire statement and insert that. Before we get too far off track, Michaela, tell us a little bit more of the specifics around Karma Koaches and Meditation Nut.
Yeah, absolutely. So Karma Koaches is a coaching community, and what we do is we connect coaches to coaches and coaches to clients. And we do this through partnering with organizations, and also I obviously do podcast interviews, and I do speaking engagements, and I do all kinds of things, mostly to connect coaches to clients and make sure that people feel fulfilled, and also that they're inspired and are ready to take on their own coaching practice. We have coaches who have been in business for everywhere from a year to 30 years, which is quite a significant span. However, everybody gets the opportunity to work together. So that piece is really cool, especially in the masterminds and the networking events and some of those too.
And I agree with that. And I love how you just said connecting coaches to clients and clients to coaches. Love that.
Yeah, absolutely. And so then the other piece is obviously Meditation Nut. And what Meditation Nut is it's my own coaching practice where I use meditation as a tool for transformation. And what that does, or rather where I am in that, is what I do is I allow for visualization through meditation to allow for people to connect to themselves and be able to truly see who they are in whatever capacity that they desire to. And I just get the opportunity to be the guide or the support and then allow for whatever to show up next. And so it's been an amazing journey, and people have gotten amazing results out of it where their entire lives have changed, where it's not just the same thing over and over and over again.
Am I right in there's some YouTube content around Meditation Nut? Yes?
yes, you can definitely check out Meditation Nut. We're working on content and being able to produce some of that, and just growing and expanding and doing all kinds of wonderful things in the process of it.
And you will love the logo, so be sure to check it out.
It's pretty funny. It makes me laugh. Meditation Nut came about mostly because I had no desire to coach whatsoever, and yet what kept showing up was opportunities to coach. I have made it very clear that I have a desire to build a coaching platform, not be a coach.
Not be a coach.
Yeah, I have no desire to do that. And why in the world do you keep having people showing up in my life who want coaching? Okay, all of this is showing up all at the same time. What's going on? What do I need to own? And whenever I say own, I mean, what is it within me that I need to own within myself to actually create this? Because I can say that, and for a long time, there was a piece of me that was interested in coaching, why I felt so insecure in myself to actually be a coach. Because I was like, why are these people coming into my life whenever literally there's nothing that I per se have to share in comparison to anybody else? Everybody has all the things that they need. So why in the world are they looking to me? And yet, whenever I started doing it, I started realizing that the impact that I have made on people's lives is rather significant. I think the other piece is too, and you had mentioned this at the beginning of the show, is just that my dad is a consultant and a coach himself. And so I grew up in coaching and consulting. And so I have seen firsthand all the challenges, all the concerns, all the things that end up being super challenging, and other times was super successful and fun and alive, and walking people through processes and participating in it at a young age and being able to see what other people do. I think that was the other piece as well.
I want to hear a little bit about some of the mischief you've gotten into as you've kind of gone on this exploration into, finding the next business opportunity for yourself.
Yeah. So I think the mischief shows up whenever I'm willing to be present. And one of the pieces that I found is that showing up is something that I haven't necessarily always done for myself. I haven't always taken care of my body. I haven't always taken care of my health. I haven't always, done all the things that I really need to. And so within that conversation, then the question or the curiosity is, well, what does mischief really look like? Does it look like full out play? And for me, mischief looks like full out play. Just going all out, inviting people to play, inviting people to say, hey, I know that this might be a little uncomfortable. I know that this doesn't necessarily look the way that you think it should, but this can also provide a profound difference in your life. And that type of conversation, what ends up happening, and this has just been recently, within the last month that I started really playing with this, is that people show up in a totally different way.
To me, the practical element of what you're talking about is, when was the last time you tried something new? When was the last time you intentionally stepped out of your comfort zone to do something that is different and will invoke different emotions or different realizations or even different skills? So I love talking about play. I live in the mountains of Colorado. It's kind of the adventure is kind of what we do when I'm not, working. And this year we took up skinning. And for those of you who don't live in a snowy place, skinning is literally putting sticky things on the bottom of skis and walking up the hill. I am still to this day convinced this is why ski lifts were invented, but it's a thing. And we've started doing it periodically. The dog gets to come with us, and it's one of those things where it's like, oh, this is cool. This sucks. I'm sucking wind, but I can do this, and I can prove to myself I can learn something new and kind of push physical boundaries, which helps in a ton of different ways. So whether it's personal or professional play, physical or mental, I think that idea of getting into mischief or playing and exploring new things is completely relevant to this conversation about being more satisfied in life.
Yes. It's the being more satisfied and just the showing up and being present.
So you want to get into some mischief?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, you ready? I'm gonna rapid fire.
Okay, ready, set, go.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
When you were a kid, what'd you want to be when you grew up?
Oh, I couldn't decide. I mean, it was everything from a firefighter to a doctor to a lawyer to a healer to a acupuncturist to like an entrepreneur.
I was gonna say that's why we're entrepreneurs.
I mean, everything, all of it.
Okay, what food are you craving right now?
Sweet potato.
Only you would say that. A cat or a dog? Obvious.
Dog.
What's the favorite book recommendation?
Oh, man. Oh, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz.
Oh, so good. Is it wrong for a vegetarian to eat animal crackers?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Favorite childhood TV show?
Favorite childhood TV show? Oh, my gosh. Bugs Bunny.
Oh, so good.
Yep.
Elmer Fudd. Another childhood throwback, Ariel or Jasmine?
Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm a Lion King queen, so
okay, you're allowed to have Nala. That's okay. Yeah, it's an animal. It makes complete sense. Best cut of pasta.
Best cut of pasta. Well, I'm celiac, so no pasta for me.
Yeah, me too. I need to give you my gluten-free pasta recipe. I know you love apples, but what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh, mint chocolate chip.
Me too. Okay, Strauss ice cream out of California. They sell it at natural grocers. You'll eat the whole pint. It's the best mint chocolate chip ice cream you'll ever eat. And of course, this is a podcast about No More Mondays. So what's the first word that comes to mind when you think about Monday?
Magical.
Of course, that's what you would say. I would love for you to tell listeners on how they can find you and connect with you and take advantage of all the wisdom and love you have to give people and the networking, the power of networking with Michaela. So how can our listeners find you?
Oh, of course. So LinkedIn's always the best way. Just annoy the heck out of me. It's great.
Don't worry. She'll annoy the heck out of you back. So it'll be an even Stevens.
It'll be great. And then, so yeah, LinkedIn. And then otherwise, if you want to become part of the coaching community, karmakoaches.com, both with K's,
yep.
It's definitely the best spot. And then from there, I think the only other spot to check me out, I've got a YouTube channel for Meditation Nut, but that's about it.
Okay, so as a recap, Michaela Smith on LinkedIn, Karma Koaches with 2 Ks online, and Facebook group. YouTube channel, Meditation Nut, and all of the links to find Michaela online and in person will be available on careerbenders.com/no more Mondays in the show notes. So we encourage you to go there and add Michaela to part of your network. Michaela, this has been so fun. I knew having you as a guest would just be like lighthearted and fun, but also just kind of an inspiration to our audience. So as we wrap up, I want to first say thank you. And there's a last question that we always ask here on No More Mondays, and that is for your golden nugget for our audience. So what is your best piece of advice for listeners who are working to improve their professional satisfaction, and how can our listeners take one step towards a more enjoyable career and No More Mondays?
Oh my goodness, that is like a big question. Create the magic. Create the magic of who you are and show up in your career and show up in your family. But most of all, just show up. That's where the magic lives. Be present.
That's excellent advice. And I think if you show up, that it comes full circle back to the title of the episode, Start Where You Are. Start where you are, take stock, get into some mischief, get into some play. And get in tune with who you are to find the magic. Michaela, thank you so much for joining us. Visit her on LinkedIn and be sure to join us again next week as we explore the wonderful world of No More Mondays. Thanks for listening to this episode of No More Mondays. We hoped you grabbed some great insights to help you improve your professional satisfaction. Please visit us at Apple iTunes and give us a rating so we can continue to offer you awesome interviews and content each week. No More Mondays. New episodes drop every Wednesday. No More Mondays is brought to you by Career Benders, Inc. in partnership with executive producer Jane Durkee. For more information about career coaching, resume writing, personal branding, recruiting, and entrepreneurship coaching services, visit our website at careerbenders.com. That's careerbenders, B as in boy, S as in Sam.com. This is your host, Angie Callen, signing off. Until next week when we chat with another inspired, confident professional.